If I had to wonder what question is asked most commonly when somebody's wondering about history, I'd be quite confident betting that it's what if. Human history as we know it is just so incredibly full of these unexpected turns and unlikely coincidences that we can't help but wonder what would happen if things went just a little bit differently. What if Napoleon won? What if the Russian Revolution failed? What if Carthage beat Rome? But have you ever wondered what it would be like being able to write and change history? Being able to be the one in charge of those decisions? What would you do if you were the one significantly participating in history? What would it be like to live in a world different from ours? A world that went away different from the way we did? Well, if you want to know the answer to that question, then boy do I have just the thing for you. This is Agnarian. Well, actually, this is Agnarian. Here you can see the capital Helgen, the island towns of Welsburg and August, and up north you can see the biggest town of Zereth, a massive city of beautiful architecture and ancient history, existing and being founded from the times of one of the oldest states on Rathnir, Viridian, previously known as the Order of the Green, Agnarian itself being a successor of this ancient nation. Agnarian's geopolitical situation is one of caution and potential. Though Agnarian is not weak or the weakest nation in its general vicinity, it would be somewhat of an understatement to say that it's the strongest either. But this is not to say that Agnarian is at any sort of disadvantage either. Agnarian is a very resource-rich nation with millions of potentially untapped resources, as well as lots of possible architectural development, all protected by many bases scattered all along it as well as walls. Militarily, it is protected by a professional army, one which is heavily equipped and receives very consistent and common trainings, as well as being protected by the regional powerhouse of the Huitka Federation, yet remaining a fully sovereign state free to do as it wills. Agnarian functions on the ideals of equality and meritocracy, meaning that whilst everyone is equal and treated as such, government positions and rewards are based off of skill and merit, and that's why you should join us. Agnarian gives you a plethora of opportunities. When you first join the nation, you'll be presented with many options. You could either move into the massive apartment-like complexes of Meritarth, where you can work on the island and expanding it and building on it. You could also move into Zereth, where you'll be presented with a whole bunch of different options. You can get a nice house for absolutely free. You could also receive your own plot, where you can build yourself a beautiful house that nobody else can touch. You can also live in the thriving full cities near the mountains, by the deserts, or in the savanna plains. You will never find yourself bored or out of stuff to do. We always have tasks and public projects running all the time. But don't worry about being overworked. They're all optional, always. But if you do work, you will definitely be rewarded. Everything is kept track of. You'll be able to build railways and roads, houses, bars, temples for any gods of your choosing. We are a state of freedom of religion. You could also sign up for permission to make military bases, defenses, and even create your own cities to expand the great state of Agnarian. Here, your potential of being a great leader, a merchant, a warrior, a glorious general, or whatever you want can truly come into fruition. You can make a name for yourself on this massive server of thousands of active players. So what you waiting for? Go into the first link in the description below and sign up for citizenship in the Citizenship Applications channel. May you have a wonderful time here, and long live Agnarian.